What's up, YouTube? Prop Guy here again. Today we're going to be looking at a rather neat piece. This is the Black Series 1-1 Stormtrooper helmet. This is released by Hasbro, part of the Black Series line. The more role-playing-ish, kind of like a prop, but still got some toy aspect to it line. Now, this is based off the Rogue One helmet. Now, the Stormtrooper armor changed with every single movie that was released. There's differences between A New Hope and Empire. There's differences between Empire and Return of the Jedi. And there's differences in Rogue One versus all of the original trilogy. First off, this is a very symmetrical helmet. The original helmets were made by hand, vacuum formed, so they look good on screen. If you ever saw one in real life, it'll look kind of funny. It'll look kind of warped to you. Something that I appreciated is it's very symmetrical. It looks good. The details are really well done on this. Hasbro really stepped up their game from this helmet compared to the Kylo Ren one that came before it. The black here is a molded plastic rubber. It looks really good. These are on the original helmets where it's just blue stickers or decals. It's actually embedded in and embossed and then painted blue. The details here, everything has a texture to it. It has a 3D depth and dimension. The mouthpiece here is more of that rubber. The trim ring, the trim ring here is more of that rubber. If you take a look on the inside, you see you have green lenses, just like most of the original New Hope ones had green lenses into them. You got a adjustable headband, kind of adjust it how you need to. There's a microphone here for the voice changer function, which, like the Kylo Ren one, doesn't really work. Only this one works even worse than that. A rubber nose piece, which is rather uncomfortable. I plan on doing a few mods to this. What I'm going to do is take out this plastic liner here. I'm going to get some stick-on foam pads, make it adjust to fit, make it fit really good and really well. Right here is a snap-off. Ooh, if I can get it. Snap-off cover here. The battery compartment. I believe it takes AA's or AAA's, one of the two. 2 or 3 of them. Just kind of snap that back in there. It's a 3-piece construction, so you have the front face here, you can see the seam there, and this back piece. Then you have the top dome, and that dome, that's actually really well done, how they've kind of concealed these seams of how it puts together. When you get it and you open the box, it's 3 different pieces and you just snap together. Once you snap it together, you cannot snap it apart. The Kylo Ren was a 2-piece design, it was a front and back, and had a huge, ugly seam up top, and a huge, ugly battery covered door up top. This one, much better done. Obviously, you can see the seam for the battery door, but it's not as bad. It's hidden in the back, somewhere you're never really going to look. My one gripe is the speaker grill. I wish they could have, instead of putting that there, stuck it in the front here, or stuck it in the bridge of the nose. I think it just would have looked a little bit better if they could have hit it that way. And these bits here, I just plug in. I think there's some sort of like respirator thing or something like that. They're plastic. They just are snapped in with a little bit of silver paint there at the bottom. Overall, this is really, really nice piece. It looks great on the shelf. It, was only $80 when it first came out. I think it might be a little bit cheaper by now because this is, a couple years old because it came out for Rogue One, which was, 2 years ago. It looks good. Good finish to it. Good paint to it. It's quite big. If you ever see these helmets in Star Wars, you think on screen they're not that big, but you see them in real life, they're huge. But you realize they have to be because they got a human head in there. It does have the electronic function. It's supposed to be some sort of, like a Stormtrooper voice activation thing. And then you can talk to it, and it's supposed to disguise your voice as a Stormtrooper. It doesn't really work at all. At least the Kylo Ren's, you could at least tell it was on, even if it didn't work very well. It's terrible. I usually have never played with it other than just to make a noise from the side real quick when it kicks on and off. In terms of wearing it, It is a lot more comfortable than the Kylo Ren one, just because there is more room. So you can put it on, you can kind of see it is large, quite big. But, get off there. It feels a lot more roomy, especially once I can mod it, put some pads in it, it'll look and feel quite well. It won't flop around like it does now. Sit better on your head. In terms of a piece on the shelf, I highly recommend it. There are other options out there. Master Replicas did Stormtrooper helmets for forever back in the day. They're Anovos high-end stuff. They got Stormtrooper helmets. EFX has a really nice A New Hope stunt version. If you want about as close to original movie, either get the Anovos or get the EFX. I think the I won't say it's gone as far as this one, but I think the Master Replica versions, if you can even find them anymore, if you can, they're probably through the roof in price range. I think they were more symmetrical like this one is too. If that doesn't bother you, if screen accuracy is not your thing, and you want something that just looks good, is nice for display, but not super expensive or anything like that, this is definitely the bucket for you. It really is. It's a great piece. I'm loving the Hasbro Black Series line. Obviously, they've had the lightsabers for a while, which most of them are just copies of the Master Replicas stuff, but these helmets are really spot on. They get better of each one. This one really set the bar high after the Kylo Ren one set it fairly high, but there's still a lot of issues with it. This one just knocked it out of the park, and they've gotten better of each one. The Poe Dameron one looks fantastic, but the real showstopper is that Darth Vader helmet that just came out for this year. I can't wait to pick it up and review it. It's going to be sweet. But this is the Black Series Stormtrooper helmet. So until next time, subscribe. Got more videos on the way. See ya.